Breaking news. The government of the United States has officially shut down today. Yes, you heard that right. America, the world's largest economy, has just put its own government on pause. Federal offices are closing, hundreds of thousands of workers are being sent home, and markets around the globe are reacting in real time. But what does a government shutdown really mean? In simple terms, it's when Congress fails to agree on a budget to keep the government funded. Without that agreement, federal agencies lose the legal authority to spend money. Essential services like the military, border protection, and Social Security payments continue. But everything else begins to grind to a halt. National parks close, research stops, government workers don't get paid, and public services slow down dramatically. This isn't an outside attack or a natural disaster. It's a self-inflicted crisis caused by political gridlock in Washington. The shutdown happens because lawmakers can't pass the appropriations bills that decide how money will be spent. If those bills don't pass by the deadline, the funding runs out and the government locks its own doors. That's exactly what has happened today. At midnight on October 1st, 2025, Washington failed to reach a deal. Democrats pushed to extend healthcare tax credits under the Affordable Care Act, while Republicans demanded deep spending cuts elsewhere. Neither side gave in, and both of their proposals collapsed in the Senate. The result? The first federal government shutdown in 6 years. This has set off a chain reaction. Federal regulators like the Securities and Exchange Commission have sent home nearly 90% of their employees. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission is left operating with just 5% of its staff. Crucial economic reports like job numbers and inflation data will now be delayed. Stock markets slipped, gold prices jumped to record highs, and America's credit rating is once again under threat. For many Americans, it feels like déjà vu, but with even higher stakes. Shutdowns may sound like a modern invention, but they've been haunting the United States for nearly 50 years. Since 1976, when the modern budget process began, America has experienced 22 shutdowns. Most were brief, lasting just hours or a day, but some stretched into weeks of chaos. The late 70s and 80s saw repeated showdowns between Congress and presidents like Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan. Then came the 1995 to 96 shutdowns under President Bill Clinton and Speaker Newt Gingrich, one of which lasted 21 days and became the longest in U.S. history at that time. In 2013, under President Obama, Republicans triggered a 16-day shutdown in their fight to defund Obamacare. And then in 2018 and 2019, the nation endured the longest shutdown ever recorded, 35 days under President Trump, sparked by a bitter battle over border wall funding. Families missed paychecks, food stamps ran dry, airports slowed to chaos, and millions of Americans lost faith in their leaders. That history brings us to today in 2025 as the cycle repeats once again. So who pays the price when Washington can't govern? The first and most obvious victims are federal workers. Nearly 800,000 employees now face furloughs or will be required to work without pay. That includes military service members, border agents, air traffic controllers, and countless civil servants. For many families, this means rent checks and mortgages are at risk. Social Security and Medicare benefits will keep flowing, but with far fewer staff in offices, new claims, replacements, and customer service are slowed dramatically. Seniors trying to apply for benefits will find endless backlogs. Contractors are hit even harder. Janitors, cafeteria workers, and small businesses tied to federal facilities lose income instantly, with no promise of back pay when the shutdown ends. Economists say every week of shutdown wipes billions off the U.S. economy as businesses stall and confidence sinks. Financial markets don't wait for Washington to fix itself. Investors despise uncertainty. Every shutdown sends ripples through Wall Street. Stock prices dip, bond yields rise, and gold climbs as a safe haven. Already this time, gold has smashed through record highs. The world is watching and asking a dangerous question. If America can't even fund itself, how reliable is its promise to lead the global economy? The consequences ripple beyond money. National parks close their gates. Tourism revenues vanish. Visa and passport services slow to a crawl. Scientific research grinds to a halt. and inspections of food, medicine, and safety standards are delayed. It's as if the invisible machinery of American life starts breaking down, one gear at a time. The disadvantages of shutdowns are enormous and well documented. Economically, they bleed billions in lost productivity. Morally, they crush the confidence of public servants who feel like pawns in a game of politics. Globally, they weaken America's image. Allies see unreliability, while rivals see weakness. Credit agencies warn that repeated shutdowns could damage the country's rating, forcing the U.S. to borrow at higher costs. And the public, weary of endless political battles, loses faith in the very institutions meant to serve them. The biggest question right now is how long this one will last. History shows shutdowns can end quickly or drag on for weeks. Some have been over in less than 24 hours. Others, like 2018 to 2019, stretch painfully into more than a month. Analysts warn the current standoff could last several weeks, especially given the hardened positions in Congress. Markets are hoping for resolution within a month, but if the impasse stretches into late October, the dangers grow. Delayed Social Security checks, unpaid military families, possible debt payment risks, and even a downgrade of America's creditworthiness could follow. And make no mistake, this is not just Washington politics. The effects creep into everyday American life. A couple trying to close on a house might find the IRS unable to verify their income. A farmer might wait weeks for federal loans that keep their business alive. Seniors may be left hanging in uncertainty over Medicare enrollment. Even soldiers, serving their country day and night, will have to explain to their families why their paychecks aren't arriving. The shutdown is not an abstract fight. It's a crisis that hits the dinner table. But there's a bigger story here. Each shutdown is more than a budget fight. It's a symptom of America's struggle to govern itself. Partisan battles have grown sharper, compromise rarer, and the willingness to let the country suffer greater. Every shutdown chips away at the foundation of trust between the people and their leaders. And in a world where China is rising, Europe is battling instability, and global power is shifting, America's shutdowns send a dangerous message. The world's superpower cannot always manage its own house. Rivals watch and wait for weakness. Allies grow nervous, and ordinary Americans feel betrayed. So how long will this shutdown go on? No one can say for sure. Maybe a few days, maybe weeks. But history tells us the longer it lasts, the more painful the consequences. From 1976 to today, one truth has been constant. When the U.S. government shuts down, it's the people, not the politicians, who carry the burden. Workers, families, businesses, and seniors all pay the price for political gridlock. The United States has faced 22 shutdowns in nearly 50 years, and yet the cycle continues. Perhaps the real question is whether shutdowns should even be possible in the world's largest democracy. America has officially shut itself down. The cost is mounting by the hour. And as the days stretch on, the world is left wondering, how long can the United States keep turning off its own government before the damage becomes permanent? Tell us what you think. Should the rules change to prevent shutdowns forever? Or is this just the price America pays for a divided democracy? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into global politics and economics, because this story is only just beginning.